Howdy partners, buddies, pals, friends, and welcome back to some more of the Outer Worlds. I've been really enjoying this game, but I do think we're getting close to the end of it. Now, I do have the DLCs. Those will be in a separate video. But I do think we're getting close to the end of this one. Let's jump right into it.
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
It's about time somebody noticed.
Fresh natural talent. I know it when I see it. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
That's right.
Let's just see
We
where
gotta
this
get
audition
paid.
goes, huh?
What?
So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Make me a star, baby.
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but you're the real deal. Just go in there and do what feels natural. Now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got. Pulling the janitor auto mech. And you, Captain, baby, you were great. Let's take 5.
Oh. He liked it. He liked what I did. Maybe I should get into this acting thing more often.
I knew you had chops, but that was something else. You found the energy in the scene and ran with it. That was visceral.
Well, you know, it's all part of the job. Oh god, elevators that take forever are the worst things. Oh. I was going crazy in there. Terra Monarch. Excuse me. I wanted to know about the Terror on Monarch. Okay, game, whatever. I didn't even get to read that one. It was faster than an elevator ride.
You ready to get my money or what?
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Well, I think we might have a problem here. I don't think I qualify. What do you mean by dullness of mind?
Some people, but no one in this office, I assure you, might call it stupidity.
It's like they say, there's no cure for that.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Oh, I need to change to beneficiary at Marilyn Finhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Yeah.
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Yeah, no, let's stay on topic. I just would have changed the beneficiary. I want the money.
Please. My policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it.
It's a weird way
but
to
then
die.
you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums.
Oh,
I'll need
no.
the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively
That's
into
not
the new
suspicious
account
at
at
all.
the start of the month.
Good job, Ellie.
I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
You really did it.
I'm glad you got what you wanted, Ellie.
Yeah. The funny thing about getting what you want is then you gotta figure out what to do with it.
Me.
I've never been much of a planner. Makes my eyeballs itch.
Yeah, just figure it out as you go. That's what I do.
If only you could have been my chief surgeon back in the day. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
I got a framed insurance check. A trophy. Why do I always spawn in looking at the ground? Miss, I heard you're here. I need to talk to you for
Do
Professor
you mind?
Wells.
I'm meeting someone.
That's me. The doctor sent me.
Oh. You mean I'm supposed to be meeting you?
Yes. Why do you sound surprised?
Nothing, it's just... I thought you'd be taller.
Well,
Anyway, let's not get hung up on that.
I thought I was
The
pretty
Phoenix
average.
is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium.
Yeah, but you got information for me, don't you?
Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Look at that Skyrim-ass mug. Kind of reminds me of something. But I don't know what, though. Hey, good on you, bud. I did the same thing.
Hey, stand back.
Hey.
You.
That's because that's how you
I'm
greet
part
yourself.
of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times.
Oh, are you supposed to drink on the job?
Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now.
Hence the drink, I understand.
The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all.
Oh, so you're the new guy. All right, what's so important about this Mr. Clark?
He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony.
I like that logic. Yeah.
That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own
Give me.
personal
Can I have it?
UDL issued shotgun.
Mm,
They don't give those out to just anyone.
well, congratulations, bud.
Yep, I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks.
Hey, man, I can't wait to hear that. How about I buy you a drink for your promotion?
That's a great idea. I'll have a Spectrum vodka.
All right, here you go.
Here's to me. Hey, you're really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends.
I'll be your friend, buddy.
Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face
Nonsense.
down on the
We're
tiles
celebrating.
somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another?
Sure I do. I never clear out my backpack here. It's like 2 weeks old.
It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow, you've got like this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a manosaur. You got a manosaur energy.
What? I take
Oh,
offense to
boss.
that.
I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you.
As you should.
Only 2? You got a ways to go.
Tell him, Nokia.
Have you always been here? I didn't see you a minute ago.
Hey, here you go. Let's have another.
I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow
no
if
way.
I don't stop.
But you're a guard of the
Nonsense.
mayor.
You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
We are doctors, but
Guess I can't argue
all
with
3
that.
of us are doctors right now.
Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just tasting
You
breakfast?
shouldn't eat cereal before
I
drinking.
don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, poor boy. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go escort him to the bathroom and take care of my new friend.
I just need to sit down.
This isn't the bathroom. Shut the door, shut the door, shut the door, shut the door. I can't leave the back way. Shut the door, you two. God. Run. God, I didn't expect him to just die like that. Hi.
This property is off limits. Solicitors, loiterers, and uninvited visitors will be fined to the fullest extent of company policy.
So you mean death.
This ultimatum brought to you by Universal Defense Logistics.
I'm here to see Mr. Clark.
That's funny. The minister isn't expecting visitors, and you don't much look like one of those couriers from HPS.
Wait, he was expecting a delivery? Do you have Mr. Clark's parcel?
We do, in fact, have a parcel here for a Mr. Clark, Minister.
Oh, that might be the wrong guy. I'm looking for a Mr. Clark.
You're not an official member of the Halcyon Parcel Service Team. That means you'll have to sign a release form.
How do I do that?
Oh, I'd have to submit a request for a release form, and then wait for a receipt for my request of a release form. Then you'd have to make an appointment.
How long does that usually take?
Couldn't say. We've got a backlog, and I'm planning on retiring in the next 35 years. But I could give my successor a memo on your behalf.
You've got to be kidding me.
You're welcome to lodge a complaint in our suggestion box. Actually, no. We're still waiting on our delivery of a new suggestion box.
What's your name?
Why do you need to know?
I think Mr. Clark, Minister, deserves to know the name of the worker who disappointed him.
You know, that is an absolutely sound and sensible line of reasoning, and I see your point clear as day. Here's your parcel to be delivered to Mr. Clark, comma, Minister. Law speed.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Bye-bye. I'm back.
There's nothing to see here. Move along.
Chasing us off already? This feels familiar.
Ma'am, please don't cause a scene.
I want you to know I'm holding back for your sake.
What?
Do you have any actual business here, or?
Delivery for the minister, actually.
Yeah? Let's see it.
I've got this parcel right here.
Looks like your papers are in order.
I didn't
All
grab
right.
papers.
Go on through.
It's a box. Thanks for your time. Package for Mr. Clark?
You're not one of my guards. What are you doing
I
here?
said it when I came in. Package for Mr. Clark?
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off,
Excuse
as the
me.
parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
It seems like we're getting off on the wrong foot, sir. I just walked in. I haven't asked you a question. I don't think. It's always possible. But I do believe we're getting off on the wrong foot.
Have I not made myself clear? Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything.
Aloysius?
I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself.
I think I did. Call me moron again and I will end you.
Oh, terribly sorry. I thought you were part of Rockwell's PR team. But if you're not...
No, I'm not.
That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident? But what are you doing here? And how did you get in?
So you think I'm a dissident?
My friend, the slightest demonstration of independent thought or action renders one a dissident in the board's rather expansive definition of the term. Which is why
Would
I'm
you care
dying
to
to know
explain
what
that to
brought
me?
you here.
No, I'm looking for dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs,
Good
of
name.
course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak.
Huh?
I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
He's got some problems, Ellie.
Will that be all, then?
Yeah, no, I got the records proving you've been hoarding dimethyl sulfoxide.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
You better start making sense real fast, buddy. I'm losing my patience.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please,
Tell
this
him,
is
Ellie.
important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
The Acropolis district is off limits. Move along.
Oh man, mind if I take a breather? I'm pretty tired after hauling around all these bits.
You could have asked me, you know.
What in the law's name are you on about?
Oh, this was embarrassing. I was gonna bribe you. I just realized I don't have enough bits on me.
Honest mistake. Why don't you come back another time and we can take this from the top?
I'm not looking for trouble, I just want in.
Yeah, and I'd really like a new Hammersmith grenade launcher. Hammersmith, the most trusted brand in brutality. But we can't all have what we want. And seeing as you don't seem the executive sort, you obviously don't belong in the Acropolis district.
Yeah, that's some brilliant logic. You should be promoted.
Hey, I've been trying to get a post at the HHC, but they keep turning me down on account of my odious interpersonal skills. Or something. Anyway, I've worked
know
here
what that
long enough
means.
to know every clerk by name and face. And since I don't know yours, you ain't getting through.
Oh man. See, you don't know me because I'm new to the job. I'm starting at the ministry tomorrow.
You're new to the ministry? You one of those lab coats they promoted from a company town?
That's right. You ever heard of Stimulotion? I developed the active compound.
That was yours? Wow. You earned that promotion, all right. So you start tomorrow, huh? You know, they should have set you up with an ID 6 to 8 weeks ago.
Oh, if I ever find that clerk who stiffed me, I'm gonna censor him with a strongly worded memo.
You do that. Yeah, all right. You're good to go.
do 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 do.
I never did any of that job.
Luckily, you don't have to handle a desk job, but apparently I do now. Just signed up for something I have no idea what I'm even talking about. Stimulation. I don't know what that is. Oh, so I've been carrying this around with me for so long. Stimulation. I don't know what it is, but I've got 12 bottles of it. It's good stuff.
State your business.
Huh? I went through this door. I need through the door.
Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only.
I'll have you know, I invented Stimulation. Whatever that is.
I'm going to save us both some trouble and waive your forms. Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience.
Huh?
So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Oh, okay. Do 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 do. Don't mind me. I'm going for some of that dervish mist. Right, guys? Dervish mist. Dervish mist. Do I have that? Is that an object I have? I just keep ending up back at the Stimulation. Oh, I do. It just does the same thing the Stimulation does, but not as cool. Okay. There's not even elevator music in this one. I'm going crazy. Let me out. Oh, hi.
I understand you're Maverick Johnston's new star. Well done.
Who? What do you do here?
Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Excuse me, just a moment.
What? What's this?
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Well, that was entertaining. It made me laugh a few times. I feel like somebody was yelling at me when I walked through here the first time, but I don't think they're yelling at me now. In fact, I think I've earned a snack and or a drink and or whatever that is.
I beg your pardon, Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
I'm not trying to talk to a wall. Wait, you should get back to your desk. I saw somebody on your stationery.
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
You know what? I think I would return to my desk for that exact situation too. Door, 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 door. Or they're just all on break up here. Lunch, I guess?
Something's not right.
Whoopsies. What are you doing? Go away. I'm looking for a key card. You wouldn't seem to know where a key card is? No, this is the opposite of what I want you to do. Take that. No. Why is my reputation decreasing? Because they're doing wrong. No. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm fine.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
And who are you?
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
Me too.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point.
How's this for clearance?
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Alright, never mind. What kind of magic? I think he's sending pictures to my brain. Oh, it's a cow.
Huh?
I don't know why the board doesn't like me so much. I haven't done a thing to them. I didn't even do anything. I don't understand why you're mad. It's like they brought this on themselves by attacking me. I was being friendly. I was not attacking. I was just walking peacefully. And they decided, hey, fuck this guy. Don't be so dramatic. You were sleeping a second ago. Oh, right back to sleepy sleeps.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
I don't know who Minister Clark
You have
is.
a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Who's that?
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Well, I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work.
I'm sure glad to hear
I've been
that.
keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
I do happen to do that a lot. You almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us.
Well,
you should be
I'm
back
sure
on the Hope frozen in a
everybody
hibernation
knows
chamber.
that.
Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake.
It is just
The
paperwork.
board
after all.
doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
I'm sure you didn't bring me all this way just to flatter me.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Well, I guess I'm listening.
Phineas
Partially.
Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Convince me.
Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Hold on, we're getting a lot of noise in the signal. Could you fuck off and never call back?
You are making a serious mistake.
I don't know you. It's my purse.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Not now, Ada. I appreciate your work. Back to Wells.
And we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Mwah. Yo, Doc, I'm back.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Oh man, I found your chemicals in the Ministry. The board was testing them on humans. Human subjects, at least.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
Yeah, I put them out of their misery. Here's your canister of chemicals, by the way.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry lives.
Yeah, it's fine. We can always make more.
Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
They were asleep, and then they just all started freaking out for some reason. I didn't really understand it. Board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. Something about this feels wrong. I don't know why the board would ever conduct such an experiment, unless they're working on some kind of hibernation technology. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
Yeah, man, the colony's on the verge of collapse, and the board's been trying to cover it up.
I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die.
Doc, here's the kicker. It gets worse, so you might want to get a chair. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us?
It was pretty weird when I read it, but...
Goddamn escape clause!
Yeah, no, that's exactly.
Do you realize what this means for the
that
hope,
means.
for your fellow colonists? The
Sleepy
board's going
times?
to kill them all, toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
Oh, permanent sleepy times. Wait, we need to think about this, Duck. There's got to be something we can do. I'm a hero, after all.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
I can get behind this.
Do you know
Students.
what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board.
And this guy, the farmer.
The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
I got a ship. Here's a way. Not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius!
I am a scientist, by the way.
We bring the Hope to
The
us.
farming scientist
Skip
doctor.
the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
I mean, the Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route the power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
I don't remember asking your opinion on
Your
this.
instincts are
I'm the
correct.
scientist here.
By any reasonable
Well,
definition
he's the
of sanity,
scientist here.
this plan is crazy.
Hmm.
Isn't it wonderful?
Yes, I love it.
You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive.
I did just compliment her. She should be up for it.
I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
Alright, Duck. I'll go do that.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this.
No, not really.
Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's
I'm some kind of
problems.
hero, after all.
The
I
Hope
was a
is
farmer.
carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we
Farmers.
work together, we can still find a way to
Keeps
save
leaving us
Halcyon.
out.
The
It's for
board
the
would
worms.
have us
This whole
believe
thing was
Halcyon
for
is
the
beyond
worms.
saving.
For the worms.
I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon
Oh
from
no, the
oblivion,
board's bitter.
then we have to take it.
I'll be back.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
Whatever. I don't really care. I like him. I watched Phineas and Ferb once.
We have arrived at the Hope.
Huh?
I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
You don't look too happy about
You'll
that.
have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
But no funny business while you're in there. What's gonna happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the sun.
Oh, I guess that would be worse. What was I doing again?
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain?
No.
I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
Oh, yeah, that.
You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Bye for now, Ada. I'll see you soon. Oh. Mwah. Is that a person, or am I just seeing things? I guess I'm just seeing things. I wasn't seeing things. Oopsies. Oh no, I'm getting hurt by the D waves.
Got another fighting me.
Not the D waves, Nokia. Oh, you've affected us all with the D waves.
About waking a derelict ship puts me on edge, Captain. Hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, I forgot you don't like being on ships. It's weird for somebody that's been traveling through space with me and committing crime. I mean, having a good time. Don't mind me. Just your friendly UDL soldier. I don't know what this is.
Can you hear me, Captain?
Yes.
I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
Uh-oh.
Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
What do you mean? I was really hoping for some, Chug Jug for you. Like, you know, the Call Me Kevin version now. The good one. I found it. I found it. I was Cold Storage Pod CB5-524. Ah, good memories. Don't mind me. I'm supposed to be here. On patrols and such.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Once we switch that thing on, we can get out of here, right?
No. Sorry, Ellie. I didn't mean to trap you in the door for a second. Ah, space. The final frontier. The glowing white void. What a sight to behold. Hey, get out of here. It's too bright. Oh. I may have flubbed up. This was a trap for people like me. No, wait a minute. I think I found a way. Obsidian, you thought of everything, didn't you? You knew I'd get myself stuck here. Oh, a ladder. I was about to load to save it, and there's just a random ladder. I didn't have to go back at all.
Greetings, Captain.
Hi,
I'm
Ada.
speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip the Hope.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive.
That's fine.
And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
I liked it. It was funny.
Jump-starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
Oh no. Captain, don't do this. I ain't dying on a fucking ship. I'm gonna die in the dirt like we're meant to.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3,
Do it,
2,
do it,
1.
do it, do it.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
Yes.
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport.
Listen, you can go back
this
to
will
sleep,
cause
buddy.
extreme damage.
We're fine.
Yes, I am aware of that.
So am I.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Oh, didn't give me much time to grab onto anything. The hope's not lost. I found it. It's right there.
Oh, good.
It's gone again.
We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Well, that invalidates my whole idea of sneaking out of here. Oh, shit. Ellie, where's Nokia? Please tell me she's hiding. No, she wasn't hiding.
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open.
Oh, Doctor, no.
I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine.
I already knew that, Doug.
You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible?
Preferably, yeah.
How can I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment.
Certainly, Captain. What would you like to hear?
It's only a joke.
How do linear algebraists settle arguments about matrix transposes? With a duel.
Okay, that's a good one.
As you wish, Captain. I must comply with all direct orders.
I got stuff to do, Ada. I'll talk to you later.
I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
I will. That was a great joke. What did that one say? Negotiate with Sprats about territory? I don't think I will. God, they got D weapons. But I got these weapons. Oh, thank goodness they didn't kill Bubbles. He makes it like sound when you talk to him. Oh, he's so cute.
Captain,
yes?
as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Okay.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling board stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
Yeah, that's right. You're on the side.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
Yeah, that's right, Patrouille.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
But I am the captain. We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we have any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you
I
really
like his
need to
thinking.
do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Nah, we're good. We got this.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
What do you mean?
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention.
Who are you?
Unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy.
That doesn't really
You
answer
are
my
hereby
question.
confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized. At which point,
I'm not paying
your
for that.
vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
What is with you people and landing violations? I hate landing violators.
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
What? Wait, you're gonna kill me? No arrest or anything?
We're on lockdown. We have standing orders to shoot intruders on sight. Tartarus docking authorities signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
Who?
Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated.
I am gonna pay mine to that.
How can I be of assistance?
Nothing, Ada. I'll talk to you later. Don't mind me. Just reloading my gun. The war crime to hit me. The best thing about the purple guns is they give you this really cool purple aura and hurts me a little bit. Hey, excuse me. I'm hurting a little bit. I can't do this. It's giving me a That's what I thought. Well, he just blew up in front of me. At least he had some gel. Too bad it wasn't Stimulotion, which I'm the creator of, by the way.
Open fire!
Behind you!
Oh, you're right behind me. Didn't even notice. I'm friendly. I didn't do anything to you. Who are you and why are you not hostile?
I'm working as fast as I can, all right? If y'all would quit bothering me, I'd get this done sooner.
Did you not notice the gunshots outside?
Is that a joke? Y'all call me out to fix the FPS and now you're asking me who I am?
I don't know what an FPS is.
Forced pacification system. If the prisoners riot, we gas them. It went a little haywire after the last deployment, so here I am. Anyway, I need to finish this, so get out of here, will you?
I'm assuming that I gotta find a passcode somewhere?
Ready for more.
Oh, she didn't have it. She didn't have the passcode. Uh-oh. Whoops.
All right, MSI. I've got one for our situation, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
Sanjar? Sanjar really does care. Yeah, Sanjar can handle it. Wait, hold on. Again, reloading. War crime. You know this. Nyoka, you gotta get up. It's important to me. See the purple side, purple side, purple slice. No, he didn't. He had a shotgun. I lied. When in doubt. Mandibar out.
Tough armor.
Didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Oh, it did work. I'm so good. I'm sorry, that's me. Just being around me is hurting you. Do not disturb when lights are on. Oh, I'm coming in there.
Well, look who it is.
Hey, I found him.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus.
I don't like the way that sounds.
And the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
I knew I smelled Monarch when you lot walked in. The stench of sulfur, depression, and desperate bravado is unmistakable.
Why are you
Keep
so
talking.
mean to my
You'll
crew,
be
dog?
smelling iron. And nobody's so important I won't put a bullet in.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
So you're Chairman Rockwell.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony.
To be fair,
remarkable.
I'm a little bit more identifiable.
Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Nah, he'd rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around.
Semantics.
But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
Yeah, and that crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems.
It will.
I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over.
It's far from over.
Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Hasn't
that
come
means
across
someone's
my
recognizing
brain at
our
all.
work.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
I think I'm actually doing a bit better for you. I'm just trying to help.
That's because you don't think ahead. Phineas's counterproductive plan doesn't make a lick of sense. We don't need your help.
You're gonna want it. You clearly do.
We'll have to agree to disagree on that one, Captain. Now, if you don't mind, I have to finish prepping this script.
I mind. I mind greatly. In fact, I mind so well. Oh no, keep shrinking and growing, keep shrinking and growing. On the side view of that pretty face of his. Well, Mr. Chairman. Who's not thinking ahead now? Get it? Because his head was changing sizes. Oh, wow. I didn't realize the MSI were here. I was shooting into the crowd with my gun that does crowd damage. Oh, they know. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Before the storm and all that?
Hope you're right about this, Captain.
She's not the captain, I'm the captain. But I am right. I'm always right. You know this. Because I am the captain after all.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life.
No, I'm making it better. I'm a hero.
The balance of power.
Well.
You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
Yeah, you sure do love talking. Do they pay you by the word?
Typical. Running your mouth in the middle of a crisis. It's almost as if you delight in chaos. The force of your personality is well documented. I simply never imagined you could turn the system upside down through charisma alone. I should have dealt with you a long time ago. You were always too dangerous to leave unchecked.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised by your impertinence. Leaving you alive was my greatest mistake. But it is a mistake I intend to correct.
Please don't.
I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your health.
I'm aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you.
That's a funny way of saying a better place.
I simply have no other option. Leaving you alive is too great a risk. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Sophia. Wait, no, I'm rescuing Phineas. And I'm going through you if I have to.
I had a feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
He's right behind you. I'm sure he just heard you say that. So he'll know you're lying. Wait, no. I didn't go out cowardly. I am a hero. The hero. I'm dizzy. Don't tell me on my right. I can't figure out which way's my left or my right now. Oopsies. Combat gun. Probably the worst situation to put myself in, but it's fine. Oh, wait, fire. That's not the gun I thought I had out. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. You can't kill me. I have my inhaler. Oh, I said you can't kill me. I have an inhaler. I did it. I did it. I did it. I mean, we did it. Hello, Sophia. Goodbye, Sophia. Okay. You ain't gotta be so loud when you die. It's inconsiderate to the rest of us.
Get me out of here!
Okay. Don't have to ask me twice. You're a doctor, after all.
You don't know how glad I am to see you.
I hope it's really glad.
You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue.
Hey, that sounds good to me.
And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you kidding me? The board never stood a chance against me.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh?
That's right.
You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish.
Oh, there's more?
You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great. I was just about to pop open some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands.
After a few drinks.
Earth has gone dark.
Oh,
we haven't received
no.
a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
So we've got to make do on our own. Seems to me that'll make us stronger in the end anyhow.
You're quite right. We've got no choice but to make do on our own. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Yes, I get to captain an entire colony? Yes, 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 yes.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support.
I will do my best, Doctor.
We're not a
I won't let you
colony
down.
any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free.
Yeah, we can do whatever we want now.
Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds.
Anarchy.
Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. Anarchy's always exciting. Alright. I really enjoyed that game. I still have to do the DLCs, but we'll save that for a separate time. I do appreciate everybody coming, hanging out, and having a good time with me. If you don't mind, hit that like, leave a comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure, and eventually became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. Sublight Salvage adapted to the changes in Halcyon, shifting their business model to suit the times. Their claims of legitimacy were scrutinized, but ultimately unquestioned. Lilia Hagen would continue to protect her family as ruthlessly as ever. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. It was said that the first corpse that fed her garden belonged to Reed Thompson. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant reminder of the family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail. Few have seen her since, but travelers often swear they hear her and her machine gun in the night, screaming swears and spitting bullets. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.